Dear students, welcome to QTOR subject. It's a quantitative techniques and operation research. In this, no operation research is very important. This we have detailedly studying about operation research. Operation means what? In a company we are going to produce some product, no? So that is called operation. In that, before producing, no, means we have to make a research. Then we can fix how much product we are going to produce and how much time it's taking, how much cost we have to spend for that. That is called operation research. So in this, no, one of the method is linear programming problems, means linear programming. So this is one of the methods we through which we can calculate, means we can select which is the feasible, we can find the solution for that. Okay. So in linear program, no, there are total two methods we have, means two steps we have, major two steps. In that, first method is formulation. So first, what are the information we have, no, that we have to take and we have to form a equation. No, what are the means it means what are the information we have, no, we have to take that. In formation we have maximization and minimization. In this, no, formulation first, you know, because formulation means what are the information we have, no, that we have to collect. Then in this two methods we have, it's a maximization and minimization. Maximization means in a problem we have to we have to calculate. Maximization means always the profit, it related to profit. If you want to maximize the profit, no, then we have to use maximization concept. And next is minimization. If we have to, in the problem, no, if they says we have to reduce the cost of the production time, we if you want to cost, we have to minimize, means then it's called as minimization problem. So in the two cases, first we have to find whether it's maximization or minimization, then we can do the formation. So first step is formulation, and second method is solution. So after formulation, we have to select, means feasible solution we have to find. What is the final answer we have to calculate. In the solution, no, we have two methods. One is graphical method and one more is simplex method. This is very important because in the exams, no, they will ask these two questions, means these two methods only. So it's clear, students. In a linear program we have formulation and solution. In formulation we have maximization and minimization. In solution we have graphical method and simplex method. So first we will see how to formulate or how to do formulation for the problem. So in the formulation, first what are we have to take. One is objective function, means objective function we have to find. Second one, the constraints condition we have to find, that is subject to. Third one is non-negative condition we have to find. And fourth one is complete solution. What are the information we have collected? No, we have to make a note of that. This is the four steps we have in the formulation. So with the example of one illustration, I will explain. So here, a firm is engaged in producing product A and B. So our company, we are planning to produce product A and B. So we'll make a note because later we cannot write. So while explaining only, I will make a note. Okay. So product A and product B we have. Next, A requires 2 kgs of raw material and 4 labor hours for processing. Means for producing, we need to produce product. We are producing product A and product B. In producing product A, no, we need raw material, and RM means raw material. We need 2 kgs of raw material for producing product A we need, and 4 labor hours for processing. Means for labor hours we need for means we have to produce product A, no. In this total labor hour, it will take 4 hours it will take. So it's clear, students, how to you have to understand the question, then you can easily do it. Next, whereas each unit of product B requires means for producing a product B, no, we need 3 kgs of raw material and 3 labor hours we need, 3 hours we need. So this is what they have given. It's clear, students, first para. So this is what. Next, every week the firm has an availability of 60 kgs of raw material. Means in a week, no, means this is what they have given in the problem, no, in the previous. It's for producing 1 unit of product A, you need raw material is 2 kgs you need, and it will take 4 hours to produce that. Okay, in the product B, no, it raw material 3 kgs of raw material you need, and for 3 hours it will take to produce that product. Okay, next, means the firm has an availability of 60 kgs of raw material. In a week, no, you have available in the warehouse, no, you have capacity of you have total capacity of raw material you have in the per week is 60 kgs you have. Okay, and 96 labor hours you have. So in a week, no, you have 60 kgs of raw material you have, and 96 hours labor hours you have. Okay, it's clear, student. Okay, next, 1 unit of product A sold gives 40 rupees 40. Means if you sell 1 product of product A, no, you will get 40 rupees as a profit. So total profit you have. So profit they have given for producing product A, no, 40 rupees you will get, and 1 unit of product B sold gives rupees 35 as a profit. So these are the information they have given in the problem. So next, formulate this problem as LP, means linear program, to determine as to how many units of each, so that the firm can earn maximization of profit. Means maximize the profit, means they have mentioned here maximize, means it's a maximization problem. In the formation, we have to find is a maximization or minimization. So they have clearly mentioned as maximization. If in the case, if they not mention means, then we have to consider it as maximization only. So we have to maximize the profit. So it's clear, student. So these are the information. We will keep this in our working note in the given. So first, these are the information we have collected from this question. Okay, first, this is also a solution. Before making a solution, no, we have to make a note what are the information they have given. No, these are the information they have given. So solution. So here, no, what is the main in for linear program, we have to find, no, how many units of product A we have to produce, and how many units of product B we have to produce to maximize our profit. This is in per week, no, how much we have to produce. This is what we are going to find. So let x1 and x2 be the number of units produced products unit product in week of, means it means in a week of product A and B. So it's a number of unit of production. So we have to find how much unit of product A, means the value of how much unit of product A we have to produce, that I have denoted as x1, and product B we have to produce, and that I have denoted as x2. It's clear, student. Next we have to find, let Z is a final solution, total profit we have to find, no, Z equal to total profit. So after finding how much unit of product A we have to produce and how much unit of product B we have to produce, and if you calculate all this, no, you will get total profit. This is what we are final answer. So in this, no, in formulation, first we have to do the formulation. In this, first is objective function. Our main objective is what? So it's a maximization. Z we have to find. So equal to 40. So if you sell one product of product A, no, you will get 40 rupees as a profit. Means into x1. X means we have how much product of x1, means product A we are going to produce, that is denoted as x1, no. So if you multiply 40 into product A what we are going to produce, no, if you multiply that, you will get total value of product A, profit of product A, like that, plus So plus, so 35x2. So if you produce, means how much unit of product we are going to produce in product B. So B, no, so one product if you sell, no, you will get 35 as a profit, and into means x2. So we are going to find that. Clear, students, what is mean by objective function? From this table, no, we can take all the values. That is what I am doing. So next, second step is constraint. So it's subject to. So what is it subject to? What are the information we have? Main subject. So first, in a raw material, we'll take consideration 2x1 plus 3x2. It's so here, no, in raw material, see only the raw material in the table. Is it 2, means 2 kgs you need for producing a product A. So I am taken 2x1. So how much product, means how much unit you need to produce the product A, no, it's a value of x1. Okay, so we are going to find what is the value of x1 and x2 in the solution. Okay, in the feasible solution. In this, no, 2 into that product, means how much product we are going to produce. It's into, if you multiply, so many means how many, means so many raw material we need, we will get to know that. Plus 3, means in the product B, no, we need for producing one product, one unit of B, no, we need some raw material, no, 3 kgs you have usually take. If you calculate what is the value of x2, no, if you multiply that, you will get here, no. So maximum in your warehouse, no, you will have total raw material in a stock is only 60 units. So 60 kgs you will have. So we have to, within 1 week, no, we have to utilize less than, so the symbol is less than or equal to 60. You can utilize that 60 full product, or less than that. We can means 57 or 59 or 55. That also is less than 60 also we can utilize full product, but not more than 60, because we have only limited is 60 kgs only we have. That is called, the symbol is very important, is less than 60. Okay, no, this is all about raw material. And for labor also I am taken the same thing. So 4x1 plus 3x2, it's less than 96 hours. In a week, no, you have only 96 hours. So we have to utilize less than or equal to 96 hours, we have to fully utilize to maximize the profit. So this is a second step is constraint. So third step is non-negative condition. Means this is means before the first formulation objective function constraints is what are the information they have given in the problem we have taken. But in non-negative condition, no, the answer we are going to find the value of x is there, no. So always in all the problem in the non-negative condition, the value of x1 is greater or equal to 0. So what we are going to produce product A, no, it's x1 is a product A. So in the product A should be greater or equal to 0. It can be a 0 product also, we are not producing also, you will get the answer, or greater than 0, means 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So how much product we are going, always the x1 value should be greater or equal to 0 only. This is a fixed one. And x2 is also same, is greater or equal to 0. This is same for all the problem. In all the solution what you are doing, no, non-negative condition should be x1 is greater than 0 and x2 is greater than 0. It's clear, students? These are the 3 steps we have, and the final step is complete the solution. What are the information in this last previous 3 steps we have, no, that will put, means that will take full together and we will put here. So maximization, this is an objective of our function. This is z equal to 40x1 plus 35x2. So subject to means is a constraint, is subject to 2x1 plus 3x2 is less than or equal to 60, and 4x1 plus 3x2 is less than or equal to 96. So, and we have found x1 is greater than 0 and x2 is greater than 0. So, these are the information we have collected from this formulation. So, this is only a formulation, it's done. Okay, next we have to find the solution. What is a feasible solution? What is the value of x1 and x2 we have to find? That is in linear program, no, that is in second step. It is solution we have, no. We do by adopting graphical method also we can find, and by adopting simplex method also we can find what is the value of x1 and x2. That is part 2, that I will explain later. First we have to understand how to do the formulation. It's clear, students, how to do the formulation? So if you have any doubt, no, you can comment me or message me. Thank you.